Good to talk to you. Congratulations on Selena, the series streaming December 4th on Netflix. I just have to ask you, as a Latina yourself, what does Selena mean to you?
I grew up admiring and listening to Selena, and she's an icon, but she feels like she was all of ours. Like she felt like she was a part of our family or our crew. And being Mexican American, I was so grateful to have somebody that looked like me, that like experienced the same things as me growing up. And so to get to play her really just feels like a dream.
Yeah, I mean, I would say, listen, Selena is my icon if you see that portrait right there. I have her right there at all times. So I was so stoked for this series. How would you pitch this show to anyone who's maybe on the fence or they don't know about Selena or they're like, well, why do we need a series when we already had the movie? Like, how would you pitch this to them?
You couldn't pay me to not watch something about somebody that I looked up to regardless. Somebody like this who's so well loved by so many people. I mean, I don't understand why you wouldn't want more time with her, more. I mean, just listening to her music is going to be so fun and so exciting for so many people, so many fans. And I'm excited for new fans to hopefully emerge. What's great about this is there's been an incredible portrayal of Selena, but we're given so much more time being that we're a show. And, having the family involved has just been so amazing because it gives us this incredible insight into her life before she was the star that we know her to be now. I'm a huge Selena fan, and I was pretty well versed in all things Selena when it came to like her more famous years when she was really taking off in her early 20s. But I learned a lot on this show. I didn't know she had such an extensive library of music. I had never heard some of her songs. I had never seen some of the photos that I had seen of her. I didn't know she had all these different hair looks. I didn't know she experimented so much with her look. And I think that's incredibly relatable is, this coming of age story, her finding herself, her hardworking Mexican American family. These are very relatable things, and I think people are going to be really surprised and have a lot of fun watching.
I love getting to see the parts, a couple intimate parts that we never knew about her, and just really like dove into that inside life. How did you prepare for the role? You said you talked to the family. Did they show you videos that they had never released before?
I spoke to Suzette very recently, so in order to prepare for the role, I just did a very deep dive on all things Selena. Like I watched everything I could watch. I tried to find as many photos as I could. She's from a very specific region in South Texas, and I wanted to perfect that as much as I could. I worked with a vocal coach, even though it is Selena singing. I just wanted to understand how she sang and moved her mouth and her stage presence. We had an incredible choreographer, Rodrigo, who was so helpful. So I was lucky that I had all these like amazing outlets to really hone in on who Selena was.
That's awesome. Is there anything you'd like to tell young girls who are watching this series and who are seeing themselves in Selena for the first time?
Yeah, I see myself in Selena and grew up watching and admiring her, and I'm just really excited for everybody to see the hard work and perseverance that it took her to gain the success that she gained. And it wasn't always easy, but she did it with such strength and such grace. It found a place for her where there wasn't always a place. And I think that's very relatable for, our community and, people of color. And I'm just really happy to be telling this story again.
It's awesome. This show, it gives me chills so many times. I've cried. Like it's so exciting. It's such a fun watch.